Hey y'all, what's up? Get in here, get in here. You know we gotta watch this thing live. Gotta watch it live. I was indisposed earlier, but I am available. Get in here, tag someone, share the video. We're about to watch a beautiful thing. This has put a smile on my heart. In the words of No Life Shack, well. I was just saying the other day that I wanted him in jail. And I wanted everybody who helped him go to jail. And it looks like we might just get exactly what I wanted, what I was asking for. Because I feel like I wasn't asking for too much. I don't think I was asking for too much. And it looks like we're going to get it. All right. Isn't that fancy? Isn't that great? So let's share the screen. There's no point in wasting a lot of time. You know, normally I take my time, do housekeeping, speak to everybody, but we're going to go ahead and share this screen. Okay, I'm really excited. Hey guys, hi. I'll be speaking to y'all in the middle of everything, but let's go ahead and share the screen. Let's not miss anything else, okay? All right. All right.
Diddy has vehemently denied previous allegations of sex abuse and trafficking. And let's bring in ABC's Phil Lipoff and ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer for more on this. Phil, we've heard a certain level of these accusations before in these 11 civil lawsuits that Diddy's faced over the course of the past year or so, but this goes far beyond.
Right, and we now have details of these things, and you just mentioned these freak-offs that could go for days. That's Diddy's word, I guess, these freak-offs. And people would be, according to the indictment, sometimes forced into doing these things. One part of the indictment says this was a pattern of abuse. Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. And a lot of these people had been transported, I guess the allegation is, across state lines. And part of this allegation, they say that they not only found these two broken down AR-15s and this drum size magazine that had 59 rounds in it in Miami, but they also found like 1,000, I think they said 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant, which, as they said, widely known to be used at these freak-offs.
Yeah, and Brian, it's not just Diddy being implicated here. They're saying this was an entire operation. He had senior leaders helping to run this thing, assistants and other lower level employees working all of the logistics for these events. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it's very similar to, I know a lot of people will be talking about R. Kelly. R. Kelly happened in the Eastern District of New York. That's in Brooklyn, and the SDNY being in Manhattan. There are some similarities. An enterprise like this doesn't operate with just one person. Sean Combs can't run Bad Boys Entertainment and still have allegedly male escorts being flown in and making sure that there are drugs and that there are cleanup and a setup of all of this. There has to be individuals in an enterprise like this that's not only going to provide the drugs and the people, as we saw in Rodney Jones's lawsuit, as well as Cassie's, and even more recently in Don Richard's, as to how this environment was created to kind of funnel this sexual abuse at the behest and at the pleasure of Sean.
So I don't know whether they're taking a break from the actual press conference. What they're saying is very interesting. So we're going to let them talk. And I'm going to talk while they're doing whatever it is that they're doing. So, hey, Angie girl, cool gamer, Vicky Black, come again. What's up, come again? Where you been? All right, sweet beloved is here. Y'all, please hit your like button. Put your like number in the chat. That ain't changed. Rochelle D. Seratinas, hi. Miss Nisi, hello. And Janetta Porter, how you doing? Tamika Graham, hi. Hey, DS, D Crazy. Callie Dream is here. Ashley, Lulu's little girl, stop through. Jen Bunny, hello. Hey to Adorable. Hey, Tiffany J. All right, guys. So, yeah. I don't want to miss nothing, though. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me make sure that I'm not missing anything, because I want to make sure whatever we need to be streaming, we are streaming. This is a dream come through true for a lot of people. I think we've all been, I won't say all because some of y'all are young, okay? Some of you are very young, and I acknowledge that. So you haven't been waiting as long as the rest of us. Yeah, the press conference already happened. I missed that part. So I may have to try to stream it from somewhere. So I missed that part on here because I saw it, but I didn't know, I didn't get on here quick enough. That's just what that is. All right. Hey, Fatima. Hey, Debbie Garcia. All right, God's anointed daughter. Okay, so listen, I'm very happy. Let me just tell you, I am extremely, extremely happy. I am so glad that thank you for being number 28, Fatima. Thank you for being 17. Hey, Golden Life. All right, y'all hit that like button. Thank you for being 27, Debbie. Thank you for being number 30, Golden Life. Listen, I'm so excited because in my lifetime, I was not confident. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be very honest with you all. I'm not extremely confident now. I'm happy. Hey, my Christian Key, thank you for being like number 31. I'm happy that they picked him up. I'm happy that they've indicted him. Hey, Shashi, thank you for being 31. I'm happy they indicted this man. It's long, long, long overdue. But there is a but. Unfortunately, there is a but. The but is something about this it doesn't give me comfort. Something about this does not give me any type of comfort because an indictment ain't a conviction. And a conviction ain't sentencing. And I know, like y'all know, there's some people above him, way above him, that are involved with this. There's no way that this badger faced Negro did all this by himself. You're not going to convince me of that. Fly Gray Streak, my sis is up this morning. Thank you for being like number 33. Happy to be happy. Hello, hello. Y'all, let me tell y'all something on this note. Happy to be happy. Y'all know I'm always begging for notebooks and things to write in. Happy to be happy sent me so many different notebooks. She sent me this one. It's like a journal, and I'm going to use it. Paper to write on. Y'all know I love stationery because I'm always taking notes to make sure we have accurate information for this channel when we come in. Y'all know notes and pens, things to write with, things to write on are so important to me because I do not believe in just saying what I think. I will tell you what I think, but I don't believe in just saying what I think. I like to make sure that I have accurate information, and I am forever the academic when it comes to that. I will take notes, I will do research, and I will make sure to the best of my ability that the things that come out of my mouth are accurate. I do my best because as I like to tell you, I don't practice lying. That ain't what I like to do. That ain't my type of thing. And if I say something wrong, I will come back and say I didn't get that right, because you got to have some type of integrity. Even when you're talking about badger-faced Negroes like Puffy Combs. But can everybody in here, just for my sake, please help me thank Happy to be happy. She sent me, I want to say 5, 6 different notebooks. Thank you so much, Happy to be happy. I appreciate you. What's up, Angie? She working and listening. I appreciate you. I do. This niece said, I believe Diddy gonna bring people. He has no choice. This is a RICO charge. This is racketeering and human trafficking. You can't do nothing like that without that many people. Okay. Tracy Lashley, thank you for being 38. Delicia, thank you for being 39. Okay. We are going to find out, Angie girl. That's all I can tell you, baby. We're going to find out. Stay tuned with the rest of us. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. Y'all help me thank Happy to be happy. I see two or three people helping me tell this wonderful lady thank you. I appreciate that. When people tell you what they need, and you actually do it, it means something. Because you could say you need notebooks and somebody will come send you snacks and candies. And I keep saying, I need notebooks. I need pens. I run through pens. So when people send me what I need, I appreciate it. Okay. Even says Diddy ain't seen worried through any of this. They paraded him around, giving him all this love, And then the hammer drop. This was all planned. They, including Diddy, agreed to throw him under the bus. Yeah, it's almost, I agree with you. It almost feels like he has agreed to be the sacrificial lamb to save others. And if so, he ain't doing it for nothing. They giving him something. I still feel like I don't trust this, y'all. Hey, Coco Chanel, thank you for being number 42. Cheryl, what's up, sis? We thank you. We glad you made it. Thank you for being here. Good morning. They still got your crown, girl. Hey, boo. Hey, 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 hey. Say, girl, I was with y'all. I was up with y'all early this morning. That's good. That's good. You don't need all that sleep. It's bad for you. You don't need all that. Hey, Miss Thelma, thank you for being number 42. Thank y'all for helping me say thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Because it means a lot to me when folks listen and actually help me out with what I'm telling you I need help with. Some people hear you say, hey, help me. No. And they'll still just sit there and look at you, won't help you. They'll let you drown while they record it with the cell phone. Patricia Joaquin, thank you for being number 40. Patricia, I ain't no prophet, but I literally did. What was that, like 2 days ago? Just said I need him in jail after reading Don Richard's disgusting lawsuit where she also implicated herself. That's what I told y'all. Like, I need this man in jail ASAP. I need him in jail. That was so disturbing on so many levels. Cheryl, thank you for being number 46. And thank y'all so much for helping me to thank her for helping me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yep. It does. See, this is why. Let me put my StreamYard down. Peanut, you on lunch break? Can you talk for a minute? Can you talk for a minute? Girl, I want to hear what you say. Can you talk? Because and this right here, it does seem performative. Something don't seem right. Something don't seem right. I don't trust this. And if the name of the people who also get arrested with him are not the big fish, then we know it was performative to save the big ones, and they're going to get some people that are expendable. Hey, niece, how you doing, gorgeous?
Hey, Auntie, I just want to talk really fast before I go into this dental clinic or whatever. But I've been saying it since last night. How come we did not see this man in handcuffs? How come he's getting all this like heads up? When they arrested Jeffrey Epstein, because I followed that case, I've been following it since the whole congressional attorney was his lawyer. When they arrested Jeffrey Epstein, it was out of the blue. His hair was still wet. He was
Yep.
wearing gray sweats. He had on flip flops. And then we saw the walk of shame. We didn't see him get arrested from this Manhattan
Nope.
hotel. We don't see him in handcuffs. They waited till the morning to put out the information. It's not making sense. I'm sorry, y'all. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. I'm not defending this man. I'm just
But
saying,
it
how
don't look
come?
right, right? Like, we're not defending him, and you don't have to defend nothing to point out that somebody's trying to run game on us.
I don't get it. It's like they're like, oh, let's show we care by arresting him. They're not going to do anything because if they had all that footage, why did it take so long? We're talking
So
about the
now,
Homeland Security. It took
but
them months for
yep,
a
it took a
RICO.
month. And look at what's on the screen. Look what your cousin said. The charges only list male escorts, no children. Why are they not charging him for the children?
That's why I'm saying I don't believe none of these. I'm a
Like, I'm
report on it,
happy that they
Auntie.
arrested him. You know, I guess that's what it was for. It was for the optics. It was to give us a good feeling. I'm glad to see him arrested, but something's missing.
Was
It's
he
like,
arrested?
yeah,
I don't even know. Is he
that's
even in
true. We
there?
don't know.
We didn't get to see, like, they were like, oh, he knew. See, when people get to talking too much, they lying. They said in the thing, oh, he knew he was going to be charged, hence why he came last week. What? That
Yes,
don't
he
make
came up there last
sense.
week. Yep.
That don't make sense, Auntie, for a Rico.
He had already made a deal with those people. They had already arranged everything. And not only that, Bookie, since you here, let me tell you, not only that, he made a point of being seen hanging out in New York. First he was hanging in Harlem, then yesterday he was hanging in Manhattan over at
None of
Washington
this is
Square.
making, yeah, none of this makes sense. I do not care. I do not care because we've seen Jeffrey Epstein had way more money than Diddy and had way more pool, and we saw him escorted. Okay, baby, the alphabet boys came and disturbed his peace. He said, I've been treated, he said, because innocent until proven guilty. He said they treated me like an animal. I remember that because I was like, oh my God. Wow. His attorney said the least they could have did was allowed him to, put on his clothes or whatever because he was asleep. Because they came at the crack of dawn. And they were
Yep.
supposed to arrest him today, but they arrest him last night.
Yeah, they said something happened, so they
People,
arrested him early.
it's too much talking, and that's my problem. And TMZ was the first to report on it, which lets
That's
me
the
know.
other thing, the TMZ of it all. Since when do the feds hold conversations with TMZ?
I'm not believing any of this, but Auntie, hopefully he do some time. My
I hope
spirit
so.
is telling me uh
I don't have
he
no
might be
confidence in it.
he
And I
might be
said that
out there in
yesterday.
Bali with Russell, sipping green tea and giving their lives to the shamans or something. I don't know.
Yeah, see, but this I can't put my finger on why that all of those things are true. We didn't get to see him. They absolutely still protect that. It feels like he's still being protected. That's how it feels. It feels like he's being protected. And why is this indictment not including children? Why?
Because they don't care. They don't care because they didn't gave too many people immunity or something. That's what it's looking like. I said they need to get them all on conspiracy.
Yep. Yep. Because this ain't right. Something ain't right. I don't trust it. And I actually said it yesterday when they first arrested him. I said, I'm happy that they picked him up, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Something tells me that they ain't gonna do nothing to him. Like everybody's so excited. I don't know why people get fooled by everything that comes across a TV screen or a social media screen.
Listen, they can't stand Diddy. But one thing about that Diddy though, that Diddy was around powerful white people. People like to be like, oh, the black. No, look at them white people he was around. He was around some powerful
Politicians.
white people, not just politicians. We talking about the
But I'm just
dignitaries.
saying,
We talking
think
about
about what we
he was
think about
around.
what's going on. Think about what's happening right now. This is an election cycle.
No, it definitely is. But look
And
at the international
That was
pool.
Mr. Democrat. That was Mr. Voter Die. You don't think some of them are wrapped up in it? Do you think for 1 minute, especially after that debacle with Hunter and they got caught trying to hide that laptop? They got caught using the FBI to manipulate social media. They got caught with the Twitter files because Elon bought Twitter and Elon exposed them for blocking and deplatforming people who were even pointing out that their Russia collusion story was fake, how they faked the Steele documents, how they hid the laptop info, how they lied and said different
I think
things.
it's bigger than
They
the
are not about to let this come out and oops upside their head. You can't tell me some of them wasn't on them tapes. You not finna tell me
it's
some of
not
them wasn't
just
there.
it's not just the politicians. It's
Yeah, I'm
those
not saying it's just them, but I'm
the
saying for sure
international.
them.
Look at who was there. They had Prince William and Harry. Like people
Yep,
like to promote one or the other. They had both of them, and they
both of them nasty things.
and
Yes.
their cousins, and then they had some sheiks over there. I
Yep.
pay attention to the pale faces that be in the
Me
black
too.
spaces because
But you know
once
what
I saw
though?
that,
This is the thing. And there was some that we never saw. The people who actually are in that top 2% of the world, we don't see those people, but they show up at these depraved events. They are there. They are behind the scenes, and you're never touching those people. Like y'all can dream until the cows come home. You're never touching those people. They too far above us. It ain't happening.
Yeah,
It
but
ain't happening. Now, what's
cousin, come
wild
up
to
here with
me,
Auntie so that way y'all can talk. I'm about to go in the dental building,
that's
but
right, you got
yeah.
to go. I don't know where Eva at. She say she home today and she ain't hit the link. Hey, Vet. Hey, E. Davis. All right, boo. Go do your appointment. Have a wonderful day. Stay
Thank
safe.
you, Royal
Stay
Family. Y'all be
beautiful.
safe, stay blessed, and of course, don't let nobody try to take that beauty away because baby, they trying to snatch us up. All right,
They coming to get it.
they're coming to get it, and we can't let them have it. All right, bye, y'all.
Bye. Yeah, Eva. If you don't hit that link, you could turn the camera off. If that hair is flying, you know your mama hair be flying, and I still be in here. Hit the link. But yeah, this is the thing that really does it for me. I just don't trust it. It's something about the whole thing. I honestly feel like, hey, Miss Emma, I feel as though um they're gonna protect him. And I think that we got to be honest about some things. There's some things that we not being honest about as Black people. We not being honest. Okay? And I'm just going to call it like it is. We are so excited because this rich Negro is going to jail for now, maybe, possibly. And thank you for being number 64, Miss Mo1. And we're hoping that he'll get prison time, right? But everybody is not hoping that this Negro is locked up for the right reasons. And because of that, it's not that it matters the reason why we want him locked up, because I wanted him gone for years, since before Pop turned up dead. I've been wanting him gone for a long time. And I mean a long time. But when you are not looking when you're not looking for the person to be arrested for the right reason, you miss the play. Now, y'all know I always got a conspiracy. I always got a thought process that may not be popular. I have thought processes that you may not necessarily have thought of on your own. There go mama baby. But let me tell y'all what I think. I think because people, if y'all haven't paid attention over the last few years or so, people have studied us Black people. And I know we got some kin folks in here that ain't Black, and y'all still royals, but right now I'm talking to Black folks. They have studied us. They know what we want to see. They know who we don't like. They know who we do like. Hey, Miss Sparkle, thank you for being 64. They know why we don't like them. They know what our motivations are. So, in other words, they know how to play us, the proverbial us, because it ain't us literally, because I don't think that way. But because they have watched us, as in us meaning society at large, but specifically the Black community, they know that the issue is we want to see him locked up just because we want to see him locked up. Hey, Jackie, thank you for being number 60. They know a lot of us want to see him locked up just because he has money, or just because they saw him paying a Black girl. They want him locked up because, they just sick of him being arrogant, being cocky. And so because of these things, they know that you have an issue with other more or less only Black celebrities too. So don't let this get past you. Hey, Leah Aries, thank you for being number 66. Do not let this get past you that they may try to pull an okie doke. And I think that's exactly what they're doing. They're riding the wave of the sensationalism, like, oh, we locked up Puffy. They want you to be so excited that they locked him up that you're not paying attention to the details. And the term is the devil is in the details. Couture Bay is right. Where was the walk of shame? She's right, Why didn't we see any of that? Not that we needed to, but just ask yourself why we didn't.
They did it to Weinstein. They did it to
They did it to
Epstein.
Weinstein.
They did it to Kelly. We assuming that the white people is so much more connected than Diddy. According to who? That's y'all inferiority. But that's y'all inferiority complex. According to who, he's more connected than the white men? According to who?
Thank you. According to who? And you're right. That is their inferiority complex. It's all. It's like It's preloaded into the brain that okay, he is being charged with racketeering. Obviously, there was a trafficking ring, but because he's black, it's got to be lesser. There's no way it's more intricate. There's no way he's more connected. There's no way that there's more powerful people who are on the grill here. And still haven't even considered the fact that some of the same people that was on Epstein's list may be on this list. These people, the ones that whose names you never got, remember that, Peach, where they was running around, oh, we're gonna release Epstein list, and they never released it. Why do you think that is? Some of those same people are on this list. You're never getting those names.
And them predators moving flocks.
Yep, the predators do move in flocks. So I can guarantee you those lists are overlapping like a son of a gun. What is that, a Venn diagram when things go to overlap? Isn't that Venn? Yeah, there's a Venn diagram here. There's some over and lapping. There's some over and some lapping. The lapping done
You
started
have
going
to see this performative press conference. Like, I don't know. Get nothing. I can't even get with the excitement. It gave nothing. Look, they just got up there talking. It's giving they are going to tie this into why you need to vote blue.
Yep. When they're the ones trafficking the children from the southern border. But go ahead.
It's giving. We'll see. I don't see if he go to jail. I can see them getting him on out of here fakely.
Yep, that's what I said yesterday. They're gonna say, "Oh, he took his life." You a goddamn lie.
This is all to appease, but here go black people. Oh, we need inclusion, so they put a black person in every TV show. Oh, we need this. They know how to. Niggas is simple.
They know how to manipulate you. Niggas. They know how to manipulate you, and that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, I don't care nothing about that. Y'all kill me with the lesser of two evils. Evil is evil. Evil is evil. And I'm gonna tell you right now, to y'all face, I'm not voting for the people who threw a border open and they have kiddie camps at the southern border with nothing but children's underwear, shoes, jackets, Pampers. I'm not voting for people who are doing that. And these are the exact same people.
We're not doing that.
Hello? And these are the exact same people who are obviously in charge of the judicial system. I mean, you know, I ain't gonna say everything I want to say, but all of a sudden, we know about children, and as soon as that information comes out from Dawn Richard in her lawsuit, we got to hurry up and pick him up. But there's no children mentioned in the
because it wasn't. You know, I was listening to y'all last night. They didn't arrest him. They arrested him because of what Don said, but not for the reason that the public would love to think.
They grabbed him for that so people wouldn't start talking about them children.
Hello.
This was a distraction to keep us from talking about them goddamn children. Son of a gun.
Hello. And everybody falling for it because y'all only wanted to see him arrested because he's rich and black.
That's
not because reason. Of nothing that he's done, not the atrocities. It's because of he's rich and black. And because of that, they're going to play with us every time.
Every single time. Every single time. Well, then, Jim Bunny, I guess you're not voting this year because Camel Toe racist too. Anybody who's not you, who walks around mimicking the way you talk, imitating you, every negative stereotype of black people that they can manage, all that mimicry and mockery, that is a sign of a racist. That is somebody who's putting on a minstrel show. That is somebody who is parading around in a weird cotton dress and tying up their hair singing, "Mammy's little baby like shouting and shouting." They're playing in your face. So I guess you're not voting this year because there's 2 racists on the ticket. Now I'm a hush, but it's 2 racists on the ticket. And they about to run game and try to find a way where this somehow means that we need to vote for them borders to stay open so we can keep little kid camps at the southern border.
Because where on earth are those kids going?
Okay, now y'all know I don't shout out other people's channels very often, right? But if y'all should so happen to go to a channel by the name of Redacted, they have several videos where they detail the kiddie camps. I took a screen grab from them a while back, and there is an actual clip that I uploaded on Patreon showing, okay, the baby had to drop, I guess she'll come back, where they had camps where they were holding nothing but children. They actually did also a video where there was a whistleblower from INS where she was talking about how they were bringing these kids in. They didn't care where they were going. They were being told, stop trying to verify stuff. Just take the children somewhere. And you know, whatever address they said, take them to. There's evidence that it's cartels picking up these children and trafficking them right here in the good old USA. It is happening right now while you and I are talking. This is going on. Children are being trafficked from that southern border. You know why? Because they're not documented. Just like the adult illegals coming in, the children are not documented. So how does somebody report children being missing that there's no reference, there's no proof that they were ever here? They got another video, not just the whistleblower, they got a video where somebody found where the children were actually being held. I think it was like a apartment complex, a hotel or something or other. And they were watching them. They wouldn't let them in at the gate. And then at some point when they doubled back, you could see like vans, the vans had come out, or they had moved the children from that location because they knew somebody knew the children were at that location. I'm sorry if y'all don't be watching the news like that and watching stuff and watching independent journalists and y'all only get y'all news from corporate news sites. I do not. And what I see with my eyeballs, you're not gonna convince me I didn't see it. But back to Diddy and his child trafficking tale. The fact that they didn't mention children in that indictment is very telling. And y'all better pay attention. Come again, right? That illegal migration gonna ruin. They trying to ruin the election with it. That's the plan, to let them people illegally vote, so they can keep them borders open, so they can keep right on trafficking children. And some of them children black too, just so y'all know. Some of them babies that they trafficking is black too. Ashley say, I've been called a traitor against my own people because I don't condone those people. And my daddy does not let me go to Mexico without him. Yeah, he shouldn't. He got to keep you safe, girl. Hey, Helga. Say, just like those kids who went missing after that fire in Hawaii. Right. All them goddamn children just, yes. Oh, yes.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, yes. This is why if I'm going to get my news, it's from independent news sites. I do not do corporate news because they blanket you all with a certain narrative, with a certain perspective, and with their controlled news cycle. And so when things like those kids in Maui coming up missing, they were not going to put that all over the news because they are the ones who took the children. They are the ones who took the children.
And that's what I'm saying. With them wanting to believe that them white people are more connected than Diddy. If Diddy was higher up on that pole, because even the Epstein story, it wasn't as sensational to me. It didn't seem right.
It wasn't
but
right.
It's like
and he ain't dead either. They let him fake it and they hid him. One of these days, I'm gonna go through and tell his story and pull up all the information and evidence on him. He is their boy. He is their boy. Epstein was the money man for your CIA, for your deep state. They wasn't gonna let nothing happen to Epstein. Epstein somewhere watching this like, well, I guess y'all, they gonna bring Diddy over here. He watching this chilling right now. If y'all believe that man dead, I got some land to sell you down there in the middle of the Everglades. I'm just telling you.
They bosses, the same people telling them that the FBI bosses is into this. Nobody is going to jail for real.
That's right. Yep.
Weinstein could go to jail.
Baby. Listen, whoever they get is going to be somebody low enough level They're probably gonna make sure they throw in some celebrity names that they don't mind giving up to excite the black people. People bringing up every black celebrity they can think of, and it's like, and I said yesterday when we were live yesterday, I'm like, y'all think this is just about black people?
Black people think the worst of black people. They hate black people, which is why they
They
get to do
do.
this.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and it blows, it beats the imagination that the only thing that black people are hoping for is for black celebrities to go to jail.
Because
If you
anytime,
participated, I want you in jail. Oh, I want you
anytime,
in jail. Please understand, I want you there. But I'm not just wanting you there because you're rich and black. I want you there because you harm children. And not only do I want you there, I want everybody who is there. I don't care if you're black, white, plaid, polka dot, or paisley. I need you in jail. That's what I need for my happiness. That's all I'm saying. But black people at large, they know that our people at large are so busy being envious and spiteful and wanting to see that other black people hurt that they know all they got to do is give y'all a few high profile black names and y'all gonna be happy. You're not gonna ask no more questions. You ain't gonna say nothing. The beautiful Bianca is here. We have to make y'all go to Zaxby's. Oh, y'all talking about that peach Sprite? I told y'all that freestyle machine with that Sprite, put that peach in it. It's lit, ain't it? She said she tried the peach Sprite even on Friday and got 3 refills. That peach Sprite for real. It's for real. I told y'all. I be letting you know. Sweet beloved say I always believe Epstein's still alive. Yeah, he ain't dead. Hell no. Hell no. Do y'all realize that outage that we had, that Microsoft outage that was connected to CloudStrike? That company ended up with their contract due to Epstein. Like, that's tied to Epstein. Like, it's so much stuff tied to Epstein.
Epstein is a weird individual. Like, he came out, got money out of nowhere, and then immediately got tied into all these rich and powerful
No,
people.
he didn't. No. You got to get his story. He did not get money out of nowhere. He came out of the finance sector.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
yeah. He's got
But
deep roots.
even them little documentaries, they leaving something out. Somewhere along the line, he got
You don't do
introduced
the
to other people
documentaries.
that was into children, and then
Yeah.
they, when pedos find out that they got allies, they lock in.
Yep, they move in flocks. You have to look at that is such a heinous taboo. When they find somebody that's on the same level, they gravitate toward each other because it's not like it's just plentiful. Like, oh, I'll fall out with my pedo friends in Washington. I'll make new pedo friends in France. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Hey, what's up, cuz?
That
Say happy to be.
that's
Thank you
like
for sending Nick's notebooks. Oh, thank you.
that's
Thank you
like
for
you sit and watch the news cycle, even the fake news. Well, nah, here's what I say. When I'm at work, they don't let us go on the news site, so I can just watch the headlines. When they arrested the Telegram guy, only one news, and it was a small news source, was like they arrested him because he was not moderating all those pedo servers that is on his platform. He refused to moderate them, so they wanted him arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Every other news site was, oh, they're trying to attack his free speech, and what can he do about it? What do you mean, what can you do about it? If it's your server, you see everything on your server. If these people has brought it to your attention that these pedos is converging on your server, you need
Mm-hmm.
to do something about it. If you're not doing nothing about it, you're a part of it. But even that, they haven't been covering that. They've been letting that try to go away quietly so they can get him out of trouble.
Yep, that's what they're doing. They're doing the same thing with Sam. They did the same thing with Sam Bankman-Fried. We heard all about that for a minute, and I kept hearing Sam Bankman-Fried, until that money got tracked down and independent journalists did their jobs and made enough noise and let it be known that Sam Bankman-Fried was actually laundering money from Zelensky and funneling it to Democratic candidates here in the U.S. The minute that came out, we ain't heard Sam Bankman-Fried name no more. I ain't heard nothing about him. You?
Mm-mm.
I ain't heard him say nothing.
Mm-mm.
And no, come again. They're talking about male escorts. They ain't said nothing about girlfriends cross state lines. Male escorts, ma'am, and freak off
Yeah,
supply.
they released the indictment, and the indictment leaves much to be desired. It's very
Whole lot.
all of
It's
this
a
is
lot of
just a
holes in it.
show. Yeah, all of this is a show, and y'all happy because y'all saw a black person get arrested, not because
That's
he's a
and they
creep.
know that's all they need to do. Like this is just
Mm-hmm.
let's pacify them, and they'll stop asking questions. Because if we don't pacify them, they gonna pull a Drake on us. They gonna start digging on their own, and
Yeah,
they
they
didn't want
saying
us to pull a
grown
Drake.
adult men. The press conference said that he was getting the women, I guess that he was involved with, to have acts with adult male escorts when they did not want to. He was doping them up to do it. He was doing violence and threats of violence to get them to do it. Yeah, so it left much to be desired. And
Yeah,
the way that they tried to throw the trafficking in because of the crossing state lines, like they doing technicality
yeah, that's
trafficking.
what they're doing. The
It's
fact that it's because
technicality
you technically
trafficking,
because you crossed the state line, and
not
the fact
real
that
trafficking.
they did not include the violating of inebriated and sometimes passed out women. They didn't mention the children. I think that is what's very, very important. I think we need to pay attention to the fact that, again, like I keep saying, the children were not included. The children were not included. I need y'all to hear this. The children were not included. The fact that Don went and mentioned underage girls and boys, and we've not heard about the girls or the boys or the women, just the men, the male escorts that were trafficked across state lines. Y'all, we live on YouTube. Come on over. We're live on YouTube. Come over. I went live over here to make sure we grabbing everybody we can. But the fact that this is left out, nobody should be satisfied with this. Nobody should be satisfied with this. Hey, Belize and JB, thank you for being number 77. Helga Pataki says, Bad Boy sure wasn't funding his lifestyle. If people believe that this man is not politically connected, they're crazy. The only way he could pull this off is with the help of heavy hitters. Yes, the help of heavy hitters, but there's other things too that y'all are not considering. Okay? I think people get so caught up in the sensationalism and what we want to see. Like, take your feelings all the way out and just pay attention to what's there and what's not there. What's not there? Like you said, he can get that money from Bad Boy. Why they not looking into his finances? I mean, even Al Capone, they got him on tax evasion. When they couldn't get nothing else, they looked into the money. If you follow the money, usually you're going to find what it is. Let's be honest. If the feds really wanted to nail him to the wall, they would have. And I mean a long time ago. Come over to YouTube. We're live. Like, at the end of the day, they don't want to nail him. They don't want to nail Diddy. They wanted to give us a sensational news cycle. And I think the other reason is because, now ABC was forced to fact check Kamala Harris. And so they want to take the attention away from that too. Like, let's not talk about that. Let's get away from the fact. Let's get away from all of that. Everything that's unpleasant, let's not talk about it.
Well, look at what just happened at the debate. Trump was holding her feet to the fire, saying, "Y'all in office right now. You can go down to Washington right now, make something shake." It completely ignored it. They want to completely ignore that Blue is currently in charge, causing
They
all
told
this
him to shut
havoc.
up.
They want to completely get that out of our minds. And so now, though, while Blue is still in office, let's do this big old arrest so that we could tout that the Biden administration did this big old
We brought
arrest and
down
the
Diddy. We're
Biden
tough on
administration
crime.
is against trafficking. They full of crap.
Okay. Thank
They
you,
full of crap.
Bianca, for
That's the
helping me
play.
in the chat. Hold on, let me thank B. Bianca, thank you for helping me in the chat on Instagram. See, now that's what I call a real moderator. She moderate everywhere. When I get to heaven, Bianca gonna make sure I'm straight, and I love her for that. I got to do something real special for my baby. I appreciate that. But back to what you were saying.
No, that's the play. And niggas
That is
so
the play,
dumb.
and they're playing
Niggas
us.
so dumb. Niggas so dumb. They gonna be offended when they hear the play. But that's the play. They playing y'all because
That's
y'all
the
so
play.
simple. They
You know what?
playing y'all because y'all so simple.
Not just simple. They're playing you based on you hating each other. They're counting on it, and that's what they're doing. They playing with our emotions, and that's what's going on. Freedom 557 says, but where are the videos? They just keep referencing the hotel. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all they kept talking about. Oh, like we saw. Oh, like we saw in that video.
What about the other videos that y'all took from that house? What about the evidence that he took away in that plane? Do you all think for 1 minute that Puffy flew a plane outside of the U.S. and landed on a foreign island and there was nothing in it? He didn't fly that plane just for exercise. Let me say this for the record, okay? I'm gonna say this on Instagram and on YouTube because I want this recorded for posterity, okay? Airplanes don't need exercise. I don't know who needs to hear that. Okay? I want to go on record. Okay? Airplanes do not need exercise. If he wasn't on the plane, what do y'all think they had on the goddamn plane? I'll wait. I'm ending the Instagram. Anybody who sees the replay over here, come over. All right? Airplanes don't need exercise. That Negro was sending his insurance policy to the island. Whatever they got out that house, that was for show. The real dirt, Puffy got it out of there. They told him ahead of time that they was coming. They were ahead of time when they would come. Wasn't no chilling on that plane, girl. It was evidence. It was the stuff he's holding against them big fish. There were no people on that plane. Them children that Puffy and them used, they done got rid of them children. Oh, yeah, you right. You right, Evie. Them Negroes want me to lie. They want me to sit up here and shuck and jive and pacify them. I'm not doing it. That's why they playing y'all now. That's why they playing you now. The real info, the real dirt, the real evidence was on that plane. It was never in the house. Why do you think Puffy's son was so cocky talking about, hey, you raided the wrong house?
That fool said that.
He said that.
That boy must be mad retarded. I'm sorry, you ain't supposed to say the R word no more. But he got to be.
He's a window licker. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember King Kong saying that. Y'all raided the wrong house. He's cocky and arrogant like him father because he knows what you don't know. And I tried to tell people just yesterday, Puffy is cocky because he knows what you don't know. People, I don't know what it is about Black folks being so excited, thinking they know something based on what you heard other Negroes say. You ain't seen no evidence, no proof. Everything that points to the truth gets quieted down, hushed over, pushed under a rug, and then they push some sensational bull crap in your face, and nobody is paying attention. That Don Richard lawsuit told a lot. She told on herself and she told on him. She told. Okay, tell me why they didn't bring her in to make her testify. Because if they had brought her in, the stuff that she said, the stuff that she put in her lawsuit would definitely, absolutely, definitely been listed in that indictment. That woman did not list and basically testify to in that lawsuit the commission of the crime of trafficking children, not once, but twice, at least that I recall. Maybe 3 times she listed that children were there. No, DS, if they gave her immunity to talk, then the items listed in her lawsuit would have been listed in the indictment, and they were not. They were not. And so that's where we have a problem. That's where we have a problem. And nobody cares. Nobody.
No, because they needed to see, all black people cared about was, you see that rich nigga over there? Why he
Since
think
he
he what's
money.
that? Why that nigga on that name? what?
Yeah.
He think too high himself. And so as
Why
long as they
is
got
that
to
nigga on that neck?
that's all black people cared about. So Diddy, being actually one of the powerful people, knew that, okay, I can agree to y'all belittling me in the public, because that's all them other niggas need to see, that this nigga is no longer on that name.
That's it. God darn it. They done Steven from Django, y'all. They done Steven from Django, y'all. Because they know that I would say a good 80% of black people are Steven from Django. He could be the devil incarnate, and y'all ain't gonna see the pitchfork, the tail, or nothing. All you saw was that Negro on that nag, and you want that nig off that nag. That's all you saw. Whew. Is this the Twilight Zone?
It's the hard ER zone.
Let me see if I can get a copy of this. Cause quite frankly, I'm tired. This is stupid.
Yeah, it's very stupid. I don't feel like not a bit of justice is being served. I don't feel honestly, I feel more pressure in my chest. I don't feel, I had no pressure in my chest. And watching this performance,
this
charade is giving me pressure in my chest. It's so fake.
It is fake.
It's so fake. I would have rather y'all left it alone, but they wouldn't quit out with all the money grabs, so they couldn't leave it alone.
This would definitely to stop the money grabs. To stop the money grabs.
But because they wouldn't stop the money grabs, and because of the force that is social media, they couldn't leave it alone.
See, let me read what Megan Cuniff put out here. Hold on, because you can count on her. It's a 14 page. Megan, where the rest of the pages, mama? Oh, okay, she got it. She says she got all 14. Let me go to your page. Y'all, Megan Cuniff, the greatest American hero. She say, here go the 14. Send it there. Yeah, let's read it. Let's read it. Okay. Now, all the theories went out the window. I was hoping in my heart a little bit, but like I said last night, if you was watching anywhere, you saw me say I'm not getting my hopes up because I don't have a good feeling about it, and I don't. Let me make this big as I can. Your mama eyes ain't what they used to be, unfortunately. Okay, count 1: racketeering conspiracy. Y'all listening? For decades, Sean Combs, with all his AKAs, the defendant, abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on the employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled. So they still trying to say it was just under him. They not mentioning nobody above him that he answered to, nothing, just under him. Creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Combs, the defendant, operated his business headquartered at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of U.S.-based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, and Combs Global, collectively the Combs business. Corporate entities in the Combs business included, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcohol spirits business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. At all times relevant to this indictment, Combs, the defendant, engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse toward women and other individuals. Why no children? The abuse was, at times, verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of the pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances. What about the children? Of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. Just the male sex workers. I want y'all to pay attention now. Just the males. Only the males. God forbid we protect women and children. At times, Combs and others acting at his direction made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs locations. Combs ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence. So here we come with bull crap. If you don't do it, I won't give you my money. That doesn't sound as heinous as he had doped up children, boys and girls, some lethargic and some passed out. Now that's what Don Richards said, but this is what they're saying. Physical abuse by Sean Combs, the defendant, was recurrent and widely known. On numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009. See, they list in the same year that Don listed, but you see how they doing it. From in or about 2009 and continuing for years, Combs assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects, and kicking them. So you can mention the dragging and the throwing objects, but nothing else. Okay, no problem. These assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in or about March of 2016, which was captured on video. We still talking about that video, and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked and dragged and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave. When a member of hotel security intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. Combs' violence was also not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others. Sean Combs used the Combs business, including certain employees, to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse of commercial sex. The employees, including security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, and other close associates, acted as Combs intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs' control of the Combs business, the Combs enterprise. From at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing of this indictment, Sean Combs and others, known and unknown, were members of and associates of a criminal organization, the Combs Enterprise or the Enterprise. Members and associates of the Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for the purposes of prostitution. You mean like Hunter Biden? Coercion and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The Combs Enterprise included its leadership, its members, and associates, constituted an enterprise as defined by Title 18, United States Code, Section 1961, subsection 4. That is a group of individuals associated, in fact, although not a legal entity. The Combs Enterprise consisted of himself, the defendant, with entities within the Combs business, including but not limited to Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, and Combs Global. Individuals employed by and associated with the Combs business, and others known and unknown. This known and unknown is getting on my nerves. If y'all wanted to know them, you would. Okay? The Combs Enterprise constituted an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of Combs Enterprise. So to me, the first 8, 9, 10 items are just focusing on the Combs enterprise. So they're establishing that nobody else was involved. They're establishing that there were no law enforcement officers involved. This was all the Combs business, the Combs enterprise. Am I hearing it right as I'm reading it, or are you hearing something else?
No, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're establishing that. Like,
They want
listen,
us
get
to
your.
know they want us to know that the buck ends here. He is the
Yep.
head of the snake. That's what they want us to know.
This is it. You ain't getting nobody else. No matter how many high profile, high, socio-economic level people entertained, procured girls from him. Well, they're not even mentioning the girls.
No.
Just male sex workers. Those are the only people worth protecting, apparently. Don't worry about none of them people. Don't worry about none of them rich white folks that was at them parties. Don't you worry about none of them rich white folks that came and got girls or boys from Sean Combs, because we're only focusing on the Combs enterprise. So we still not getting everybody. We're still not getting everybody who was involved in this. Okay. We down to, let's see what page am I on now. We all the way down to page 6. We still talking about only him. Combs and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise wielded power and prestige of Combs' role at the Combs business. See, Combs to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of romantic relationship. Well, no pretense. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, and played with himself during, I'm not saying that word, and often electronically recorded. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally. Freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, so he was hosting orgies, nasty self, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant, sometimes unbeknownst to the victims. Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. So let's stop right there. All this is the Cassie lawsuit set the music.
Literally,
We was in a romantic relationship. Huh?
I say you took it out of my mouth. They just repeating everything Cassie said.
So no children. And all she mentioned was male sex workers because she wanted to make sure she protected herself. The only person that got immunity here was Cassie. They didn't even go to Don Richard. They gonna just bury her. You never happened.
Yeah.
And don't tell me it can't be done. If they can do it with a former president, he can tell the truth because he's such a nimrick. They can just bowl him over. They can clearly do it to Don Richard because who the hell is she? We don't even really care about her. It's sad, but it's true. This ain't nothing but the Cassie lawsuit set the music. I mean nothing. We ain't heard about nothing but male offenders who he hit and kicked, and he hit and kicked them, and the pretense of romantic relationship wasn't no pretense. She was going with that man.
Yeah, her trying to rewrite history is hilarious.
How you a whole sex worker and double back for a payment? This ain't nothing but that. I'm kind of pissed off.
This another Stormy Daniels.
I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset. Just looking through that indictment, y'all. I'm upset. How y'all calm and cool, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what y'all don't get. There were little black children. There was some mixed ones, some Indonesian ones too, but there was little black children that were taken. And we don't know if those children went home. And I'm not sure why everybody is not incensed. I'm not understanding why everybody's so jubilant. Was it nice to hear that Puffy's arrested? Yeah, it sounds nice. I mean, a lot of us been wanting him arrested since the 90s. This ain't even the worst of his greatest hits. What is this? I swear they did a better job on Al Capone.
They just wanted that nigga off that name. They
come again, say, can we find the parents? We would have to know the children first. And the only person that's even admitted that children were there were Dawn Richard. She's the only one that ever bothered to mention that children were there. So how are we gonna find the parents when nobody will even be honest that babies were there?
Yeah.
And it beats my imagination the way people in this country feel about the children. What is wrong? Like, not y'all, but what's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't care about children at all. At all. They didn't even mention them. They didn't even get an honorable mention. Right. If your child got abused, you would holler. But what if your child came up missing and you still sitting there hoping against hope one day your child gonna show up? But they ran into Diddy first.
What they gotta know is everybody with kids don't love their kids.
That's true. That's true.
You assume because you love your kids that they love their kids. A lot of them people them children got a price tag. And you come with the right price tag and them children is out of luck.
And you know what? Let me be intelligent about that. You're correct. Just because I'll take a bullet, take a charge by mine, it don't mean that everybody will.
Because how did R. Kelly get all them girls? All them girls were sold to him by their parents. Every single one. He ain't snatched nobody.
That's true. That's true. And you know, just recently, the Major League Baseball player got arrested because he paid for a 14-year-old in the Dominican Republic. Her mother had sold her.
Yeah, I saw that now. We didn't entered upon a world where children are not safe, even with their own mammies. You are not safe.
You're not. It's just so hurtful to me. Like, I can't help but be affected by this. This is hurtful. There were children, and as soon as, thank you so much, as soon as that lady's lawsuit was made public again by the greatest American hero, Megan Cuniff. Let me mute. I need to blow my nose. Sorry, y'all. But the minute that lawsuit became public, we got to hurry up and arrest him. For all we know, the thing that happened, that was why they had to hurry up and arrest him, was because some of us did start asking questions about them children. That might have been something that just happened. Because they were supposed to arrest him today, but they went and picked him up last night. It could have been because, you know, they monitor our social media. They watch everything we do.
I gotta take a call. I'll be right back.
Okay, girlie. I'm so upset right now. Like, I'm so upset. Like I said, I'm happy that they say they picked him up. Like, that's nice and everything, because I don't like him. And I'm always very pleased to hear anything unpleasant happening to him. He's a terrible person and he deserves the worst in life. And I wish him nothing but the worst. I literally wish him nothing but the worst. I don't wish him a good day. I don't wish him a good morning. I hope he has a horrible life for the rest of his freaking life. He is a terrible person. Jalen says it's ongoing. Remember, it's still ongoing. Maybe they'll mention the kids later. That's true. You know, crossing, all of us crossing our fingers. But if I'm being real, I don't have my hopes up. Like, I have no confidence in these people. I have no confidence in these people. Because what the hell are y'all even doing? Something tells me that what we got from this is all we're going to get from this. Something tells me that what we got is all we're going to get. I'm not comfortable. I'm not happy. I'm not at peace with this. Like I said, it's nice optics. It's nice optics. So listen, y'all, I came live. I'll probably be live again a little bit later in the day. All right. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming in. Share this video, like this video. And when I get updates, y'all will get updates. So we'll come back and talk about what's going on. I know this is not my normal time to come live, so I caught a lot of y'all off guard. If you catch me on replay, please leave a comment in the replay comments and I will read everybody's comments. I appreciate y'all, okay? But I'm gonna jump off from here right now and we'll talk again soon, all right? Bye, guys. I appreciate you. Please like this video on the way out if you didn't like it on the way in. Get your notifications, click all. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and if you want to join channel membership, join button beneath the video. We'll talk soon. I can guarantee you. Just remember, guys, in case no one else tells you, God loves you. I love you. I promise you, we will talk to you more than likely later on today, okay?